And we welcome you to the Martinsville Speedway tonight for the Carolina Simworks Hardline Truck Series painted by Overdrive Graphics. Martinsville 78 tonight, 150 laps around this paperclip of a racetrack. 15 cars in the field tonight, all within the cars who have taken time, the 22nd bracket. So pretty close times tonight should lead to some pretty exciting racing throughout the night. And just about 5 minutes left in qualifying here. There's the board there. And we'll hit it to the track now. As you can see on top right now is that 2 of Corey Hoover and the 11 of Ryan Dyson just behind them. Noticeable names. Usually see them, actually on Thursday nights in the Upper Edge Racing League. But bringing it over here to Martinsville for some truck racing tonight. And our usual suspect up front right now, Justin Laxton, currently 4th on the board. So a good number of cars here tonight on the track. Again, 4 have not taken a time as of yet. But overall, for the most part, short track racing normally pretty exciting with any short track we go to. Martinsville being the one of the most exciting. So gonna be probably using that word a lot tonight, excitement, because it just seems to always be the case whenever we come to short tracks. And again, Martinsville being really one-grooved and so short around usually creates a lot of drama and excitement, especially towards the end of it. I expect that's probably when a lot of the action is going to pick up. Sometimes we do, however, see our early string of cautions, just a lot of guys trying to get into the swing of it and kind of feel out how the race is going to play out. And that can, like I said, lead to some early cautions, but it seems like once all that is over, we get into some good long green flag run racing. Doesn't always normally take us to the checkered flag under green. Again, always exciting whenever we come to these short tracks. So 15 cars on this little speedway will definitely add to it. So right now, your top 5 there, you can see Corey Hoover on top of the board there, Ryan Dyson 2nd, Nick Olson going to be 3rd there, Justin Laxton 4th, and then Philip Neese going to round out your top 5 there. With only about 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying. We've actually had a 16th truck hit the grid tonight, so going to very quickly update everything there. There we go. That 16th truck was the 01 of Gerald Harper here tonight. Will be the 16th entry to the grid. So add one more truck to that mix. Again, going to make for a very exciting night here tonight. And just to add to that, I might add, after tonight, only 2 races left until the cutoff for the chase for the championship for the 2016-2017 season here. Won't be with you next week, as taking a Thanksgiving break there along with the Upper Edge Racing League there. So won't be any Wednesday or Thursday night racing there. We'll see, however, the High Voltage Racing League on track next week, as well as this week. So closing down to our final 30 seconds here in qualifying. .53, Justin Laxton going to go out and try and get another lap down. Normally the class of the field every week. Got the win last week, of course. And this week currently 4th on the board. Thinking these newcomers, I believe we saw Corey Hoover once in the field before and did a very good job up front. Didn't exactly finish off the deal, but definitely a strong truck, and looking like that may be the same story here tonight. So that lap, Justin Laxton will not advance. So we'll take you through the starting grid here tonight. And Corey Hoover going to be on the pole with Ryan Dyson starting second. Nick Olson going to start third, Justin Laxton fourth. Philip Neese fifth, Corey Blevins sixth. Jess Story seventh, Rusty Capel eighth. David Hayne ninth, and Elliot Henderson going to round out the top 10 there. And then Cody Tabor 11th. Jonathan Hamburg 12th. Matt Dusenberry 13th. Adam Chapman 14th. Gerald Harper 15th. And away our standings went there. So a lot on the line tonight, especially that win to try and further your advancement into trying getting into the chase tonight. Only had 3 winners other than that 53 of Justin Laxton so far this season, and that would be the 38 Philip Neese, the 07, I believe, of Jonathan Christopher. So only 3 other winners this season, and other than that, that 53 has won the other 7 of the season. So everyone has taken the grid tonight. Gonna roll them off here. See up top, 150 laps on the night. Shouldn't be the longest race here tonight, but depending on how the cautions fall, could end up being a very long night for a lot of these guys. So imagine we're taking 2 pace laps around here. Normally is the story when we come to short track. So gonna be back-to-back races. Gonna see these 2 up front, the 2 of Corey Hoover there and the 11 of Ryan Dyson. Of course, we'll see them tomorrow night at Kentucky for the Upper Edge Racing League there. Have a chance to get an early victory tonight. One of them take it to victory lane tonight. Could be back-to-back victories for one of these 2. So Ryan Dyson still without a win there in the Upper Edge Racing League. But the pace car going to pull off there. Come around 3 and 4 to take the green flag. It is out and we are away. 150 laps tonight around the paperclip. Into 1, looked fairly smooth through there. A lot of guys in the back still trying to shuffle there for a position. The 11 of Ryan Dyson still fighting hard on the outside there. The 2 all the way on the curb somehow keeps it straight. Is going to lead lap 1. No, the 11 of Dyson's going to lead it. Really surprising to me how the 2 held onto that truck after getting onto that apron pretty hard, I must say, onto that curbing there. Normally you hit that, your truck is going to lose all of its grip and you're going to be spinning around in that corner, possibly with a torn up truck. Seeing a lot of guys blinking out at the moment here. As the caution's going to be out there, the 28 of, no, that's not going to be the 28. It might have had something to do with the 48 here of Adam Chapman. Have to see if that was the case there. He had actually blinked out and then slow on the racetrack. Don't think that was the cause of it, but definitely seeing a lot of guys right now having some issues. 4 trucks right now out of it. We're off the track right now. The 99, Joe Burchett, 13, 48, and 18. The 18, Matt Dusenberry, had actually been off the racetrack for quite a while, so since the replay started there. That's pretty worrying, I must say. If it was one truck, I'd understand, but 4 trucks currently out of it at the moment. David Hayne on pit road right now, so should that stay that way, that's only going to leave 11 trucks on the track. Seeing our first caution flag here tonight. Actually, all 3 of those trucks already. Actually, well, there goes the fourth one, so pretty interesting to see here early in the race. So the 99, the 13, the 48, and 18 have all throughput the server. And that's an interesting one, folks. I've never seen that one on iRacing before. I've seen, of course, one truck, you know, possibly throughput, but 4 altogether. Imagine possibly all close in proximity to each other, possibly, but that will be a first. But that exchange of pit stops must add top 6 had all stayed out, so the 11 of Dyson there, the 53, 38, 29, 26, and 27 did not come down pit road. So your first taker are going to be that 7 of Jess Story there. Corey Hoover had actually come down pit road, looking like he's coming back down again. Have to imagine he might have been actually the cause of that last caution. Try and get to a point where we can actually check that out. No, the caution had already been out to that point, but... Oh, the 13 had actually run up on him. Interesting, I didn't... And there goes the 99 as well. That's an interesting one there. Possibly they didn't see the caution. That's, again, quite a weird one. So just to note, the 99, 18 have come back to the server. So they have rejoined. 48, Adam Chapman, still out of it at the moment. .28 of David Hayden has returned to the racetrack there. And the 13 as well has come back. Thinking they may be getting something sorted out here right now. Yes, they are. So these are admin throwing cautions. So definitely jumbled up, I'd have to imagine, caution there with all those trucks flying through, and I have to assume is the 18 gonna get into the wall a little bit there. I'm not for certain, but I may have to assume that these guys lagging out may have had a bit to do with that as well, but just sorting out the starting order here tonight, and 48 has now rejoined the server. So all 16 cars going to be back in it. 48 of Adam Chapman going to be 6 laps down there. And I'm actually thinking... Yeah, they're actually giving all those trucks who had throughput the server, I believe they're all giving them the lap back. Just checking the chat here to confirm. So they are, so. That is why we are under this extended caution here. Again, we had 4, if you're just joining us, we had 4 trucks who had throughput really all at the same time. A pretty uncommon scene here at iRacing. That was the 99, 18, 48, and 13. Had all throughput the server really at the same time, so they're extending this caution and giving all those trucks a lap back, as well as the 28 of David Hayne. So they have returned all the laps to the trucks who had fallen out, except for the 18 and 48. Matt Dusenberry, they're just getting waved around, gonna have one lap down as of right now. Adam Chapman still 5, so an interesting one for sure there. But I definitely like the fact that they're taking time out of the race here to give those guys a lap back for, I don't think it was some sort of mistake there, but definitely a strange one. May have to confirm, maybe under a break here, what exactly happened, but alright, so you can see there the lights are off on the pace car. I was just taking a listen in to see what exactly was going on under that extended caution. Now the lights have come back on. Did hear Cody Tabor say we're going back to green that time by, but bit of a mess here. I believe they're trying to give the drivers their laps back and get them back on the lead lap. Also having some miscues or some miscommunication here. It seemed like with those cars who wanted to come down to pit. Now it's seeming like this might be the definitive one to go, as I do see the 53 lined up there. It's looking like gonna get back going to racing here, so a bit of a mess there, but looking like got it all sorted out, so definitely did it in a quick job, I may add, as well. But pace car gonna pull down there. We come into green on lap 20 here. The 11 of Ryan Dyson gonna be your leader there, and the green flag back out. We're back racing. Good start there by the 11 of Dyson. Looking like the 53 thought he might not have had the lane clear there, but will It's going to be side by side on the back straightaway. The 0-1, Gerald Harper going to push the 7 of Jess Story into the corner much faster than he wanted to go. Caution had already come out before that. The 13 of Corey Blevins around on the back straightaway. Just as I had mentioned before, looking like some early race jitters here, but not quite sure what happened there. The 2 really dove it in turn 1 there. You can see the brakes locked up. Oh, something had happened with the 26 there of Jonathan Hambrick, and wow! 13 up on 2 wheels there. Get a better look at what happened there. This was the initial restart. Take a view from the air here. Six gets on the wall there, gets on the 00, 48 I believe, and then the 13 tries to slow down but gets on 2 wheels, and then the 7 of Jess Story also gets turned around there. I'd like to go back and see what happened to Jess there, but I believe we already saw it. The 01 might have misjudged how far Jess was going to go into that corner. Yeah, definitely. Either that or just didn't expect him to hit the brakes that quick, or possibly overshot his braking point there, but see, Jess, don't know if... No, he did beat the pace car out, so... So in that mess, Corey Hoover going to get back up to the 3rd place position after coming down to pit that first caution. Already seeing a lot of guys back down pit road, looking like to repair some damage. Not all too uncommon of a sight here at Martinsville. Don't think you'll see a lot of trucks without some sort of damage here before we reach the checkered flag here. You can see pace car lights are out, so we'll rack them up and give it another shot here. Going to be taking the green on lap 25 of 150. Still 125 laps left to go here at Martinsville. So the field in the hands of the 11 again. Green flag back out, and we'll try it again. Oh, and the 53 tries to get to the bottom lane there. Gets into the side of the 38, or the front, or the quarter panel there. Looking like a somewhat clean start there. We'll go back and check out what happened to the 53. Thinking maybe spotter cleared him or just pulled out, and the caution is out again. Looking like the 27 of Elliot Henderson has gone around on the front straightaway there. So we'll take a look at what happened to Elliot there. Three wide into Martinsville, and he misses the corner as well, looking like the 28 of David Hayden did as well. And somehow that whole pack of trucks missed 27 there, so definitely looks like just braking too late or possibly carrying too much throttle in, or a mixture of the two. Gonna definitely play a factor here tonight. Could also be a factor of wheel hop getting into that corner, but saw it in practice. Just looks like some of these guys are having trouble getting into the corner, getting at least slowed down to make the corner. You can see a lot of guys overshooting it. Saw that with the 28. Don't think he got into the wall all too hard, but then he got some contact there with the 27, who had also missed it. So I'd mentioned it earlier, looking like the early race jitters here, but should settle out here as some of these guys, maybe the handling gets worse on the trucks with all the damage. Eventually, it'll all calm down, and then we'll be getting some long green flag runs in. At least that's what we hope for. It's normally the trend around here at Martinsville, however. So with that, we'll Give you the top 5 there. Ryan Dyson is your leader with the 2 of Corey Hoover there in 2nd. Justin Laxton 3rd. Philip Neese 4th. And Gerald Harper going to round out your top 5. Should get the 1 to go this time around. The pace car lights will stay on. You can see there the 24 having to sit in pit road there. He will go a lap down with that. Elliot Henderson there in 10th now. Looking like the 13 of Corey Blevins, yes, disconnected from the race tonight, so he will be done there. Had already taken a couple hard hits, and really this track not going to be too aerodynamic dependent, I don't believe, as now we'll get the 1 to go there. Definitely aero can sometimes play a factor, but it's more how hard you hit the wall and how hard or how much that suspension can hold up. Because once that starts going, that's definitely when the truck starts to get ill handling, and that's when more problems can arise. But pace car going to pull down there, and we'll try it again here on this restart. Again, the 11, Ryan Dyson, going to be in control of this field. And we'll start this restart from the blimp. Green flag is out, and the 38 does not get going there. 28 of David Hayden involved as well, and we're going to wad him up again. 2 cars around. Somehow the caution is not out. The 38 of Philip Neese sitting backwards on the track. Somehow that's not going to be a caution. That's absolutely amazing. But we'll check out what happened on that restart. Have to go a little bit further back. Not exactly sure where all that started. I believe the 38 possibly missed a shift there, because he definitely did not go on that restart. Yeah, there. 28 hits him again. Kind of waited on him, and then they get tangled up. The 48 gets turned around due to all the checkup there. And what a mess we have. So now we got a side-by-side battle for this lead. The 2 trying to get it on the outside there. Ryan's going to have the preferred lane down on the bottom. Just lurking behind those 2. It's the 53 of Justin Laxton. Gerald Harper not too far behind as well. Have a truck smoking here. He's actually going to bring it down to pit road. Survey says that is the 00 of Nick Olson there. 2 of Corey Hoover actually led that lap. Really surprising how strong he is on that outside. Obviously the preferred groove here at Martinsville going to be that bottom line right where the 11 is. The 11 a little loose entering that corner. It's going to be side by side again for this lead. It's who's going to have it that lap. 11 pushes up just a little bit in the middle of the corner. Have to see if the 2 of Corey Hoover still side by side, and again, absolutely astonished on how well this 2 is able to hold his ground up there on that middle lane. Normally he'd be falling back like a rock, but somehow holding his ground. Never thought I'd say this at Martinsville. Side by side battle for the lead here, and the outside groove looking like it's actually holding its ground very well. Now the 48 there might play a factor in this. He is a lap truck there. Was involved in that contact, and looking like the 11 of Dyson going to let it single file out, and the 53 of Laxton somehow is going to save that truck. What a save it was. Now he has the 01 of Gerald Harper right on the rear bumper of that, but take another look at that. Not sure if that was, yeah, that was brake lock up there. Got in the corner way too fast there, had to slam on him. And an amazing save that was by the 53. So now the 2 of Corey Hoover back to where he started this race, out front. Looking like this race starting to settle down now. The 01 Gerald Harper going to try and get inside of the 53 of Laxton there. We'll get it. Puts the bumper onto the 01 there, and we'll be side by side for the third spot. Thought it was going to be side by side, but Gerald's going to keep his ground and will take over the third spot. So I believe now we're getting to the point of the race where we start to get spread out just a bit there and everything starts to settle down. We should have seen another caution there on that restart. Had two trucks sitting backwards on the track, but somehow kept it green, and now this 53 going to take the third spot back from the 01. Thought Gerald was going to try and get back to the bumper of Justin Laxton there, but was not able to. We'll ride on board here with the 01. Nick Olson has disconnected from the session there. He was running 12, 9 laps down, and I believe the 18 of Matt Dusenberry has done the same. See how much wheel input Gerald's putting there. Just watch the wheel there all the way on that left side. Really exiting the corner. How much he has to turn it back to the right. Didn't see it too much there, but exiting 2 there, definitely saw it a lot more. Right there. Hiram had to lift out of the gas as well. So your leader at the moment is the 2 of Corey Hoover, and do want to mention one thing, if you're not well acquainted with how Martinsville works, it's it can seem somewhat like a road course at times with how hard you have to hit the brakes and just managing the throttle all the way around the corner. One thing to note, last time we saw Corey Hoover at a road course, that was Sonoma in the Upper Edge Racing League. He won that race, went to victory lane that night. Looked like he could do the same, so I've heard a lot of guys say that as the 26 is going to blow a motor right in front of those leaders. But I've definitely heard a lot of guys who do very well on road courses and ovals, but they've done a lot of comparison to Martinsville, saying it can feel like a road course, and I do see it a lot to put real-life examples in it as well. AJ Allmendinger, anytime we get here, it seems like he does very well. Obviously, a road course ringer in the Sprint Cup Series, so you can see some comparisons both in real life and on iRacing here. And tonight, it's looking like road course ringer has a very good shot at going to victory lane tonight. But Ryan Dyson not laying down too much on this two, starting to make a little bit of a comeback here on the leader. As this next time around, going to take 100 laps to go already in this race. I can guarantee you that 100 laps, it's going to feel like 10 minutes have gone by and already going to be with 50 laps to go. Laxton has put a little bit of a gap between him and Gerald Harper there. Normally see this 53 out front a lot, looking like tonight might be a bit of a struggle. I say struggle, but he's in third place at the moment, so I guess you could say that's a struggle at the moment for Justin Laxton, but been on an absolute tear this season. Again, winning 7 of the 10 races this season, and right now it's looking like Corey Hoover going to try and get his first win of the season, but right behind him, I believe his teammate, the 11 of Ryan Dyson, trying to challenge and get that lead back here. I do want to ride with Corey here for just about a lap. He's actually downshifting into the corner, helping him get a little bit better acceleration off the corner there. So don't normally see it a lot at Martinsville here, actually downshifting, but obviously the 2 is doing that. Have to hear if he upshifts, exiting the corner, riding along with the 11. Yeah, he's doing the same thing, so. You could hear there the downshift, really in the middle of the corner. Strange place to here. Another downshift by the 11 as well. Speaking from personal experience, not sure if just how the car was damaged on my end, but seems like it's a little bit of contact for the lead there. The 11 going to put the bumper to the 2 and get side by side. Entering 3 here, they got lap traffic just ahead of him. 48 of Adam Chapman and the 28 of David Hayne. 2 going to have the lap traffic in his way. Now entering the corner here, side by side. 2 trying to get the advantage off the corner and looking like he will. Not going to be able to clear Ryan there. But going back to what I was saying, it seems like, again, not sure if it was just the way the car was damaged, but downshifting here seems like can definitely rise those temps, both water and, not exactly sure which one it was, to be honest with you, but the gauges started flashing after maybe 20 laps of downshifting. But that was in a B car. Not sure if it's going to apply to the trucks here tonight, but you're definitely going to see those gauges start flashing eventually. Just behind these leaders, 53 of Justin Laxton, about 2 seconds back. This has really been the story of the night. I believe the 11 caught a bit of the curbing entering 1 there. That's definitely going to hurt his exit speed there. 2 going to be able to clear the 11 now, get back out up front. Interesting there. I think it was about 55 laps into this race, already seeing the bumper into play there. I think that might have been just the 11 rolling through the corner a little bit better than the 2 there. Probably would cause that bump. Don't look now, just behind those leaders. 38 of Philip Neese is a lap down. I believe he has fresher tires, and that's why like he's so much faster than these leaders. And just behind, or just with that 3rd place truck there, the 53 of Laxton, he now has the 01 of Gerald Harper on the rear bumper of his truck. So really a lot of battles around the racetrack right now. Again, not too uncommon here for short track. Not sure if Corey missed the corner there, but still was a little bit higher in the middle of 3 and 4 there. Alright, coming to lap 65 here. Just going to step away for just a second. You won't miss anything. We'll go side by side, but we'll give everyone a chance to try and catch their breath here. Here's your top 5. Again, don't go away. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to the Martinsville Speedway with the Carolina SimWorks Hardline Truck Series, painted by Overdrive Graphics tonight at Martinsville. Your leader there, the two of Corey Hoovers, pulled it out to just over a second lead of Ryan Dyson there. Just want to take a quick race recap as of right now, because it's been a pretty exciting one at that so far. Only after 76 of 150 laps, so just past halfway there. Had 3 cautions so far for 24 caution laps. So many caution laps due to a little bit of a netcode issue with a lot of the trucks here tonight. Most of them, I believe, at the moment have already disconnected again. Probably due to some poor handling race trucks at the moment, but yeah, they had to take an extended caution break there. I believe that was the first caution, because again, they wanted to give all those trucks a lap back, or their laps back, and their chance to pit. So far, 5 lead changes, and been a pretty good battle between this 11 and 2. However, I think Dyson may have worn out the tires just a little bit there. You can see some brake lock up there. So possibly abusing his truck at the moment. Just trying to get that truck to handle. But solidly in the second place position, Justin Laxton in the third place position. About 2.5 seconds back of Dyson, about 4.5 of the lead. So Gerald Harper just behind him in the 0-1 there. And then Joe Story going to round out your top 5, and a pretty good battle back here for that 5th spot. Joe Burchett, you can see, been working over the 7 for quite a while here, and just behind them is the 27 of Elliot Henderson. You can see that back end of the 7 is pretty well tore up. Not sure if that's from the 99 exactly, but I'm not going to place blame on him there, but can only imagine where that came from. So it's been a good 3-way battle there again for that 5th spot. Henderson gonna overdrive that corner just a little bit, somehow gonna avoid the rear bumper of the 99. Besides this battle and the battle for 3rd, everyone's sort of spread out at the moment. This is the battle for 3rd between the 53 and 0-1 there. Laxton has it, Harper wants it. And Harper a little bit loose exiting that corner, so about 15 laps away from our 50 lap to go mark here in this race. And one question I'm going to have to bring up: do we bring it down pit road one more time? Ryan Dyson, I must add, has not come down pit road, so he's been on those tires for the full 85 laps. These last 3 cautions has chosen to stay out on the racetrack to keep the lead, and now we get into the long run, and it's looking like those tires may be paying the price. However, you know, those last cautions we had didn't get a lot of green flag laps on those tires, so probably not the factor tonight, but fuel gonna have to look at there. Did have a lot of those laps under caution, but probably gonna be behind a car like this 2 of Corey Hoover, who's basically pitted every time the caution had come out. And don't believe Dyson can make this full race on no stops. It'll be interesting to see when these guys decide to come down. So we'll go back to this battle for the 5th spot. Now it's looking like just has actually been passed by that 99 of Joe Burchett, so now he's gonna have to fight for that 6th spot from this 27. But Ellie gonna look to the inside, get a little bit loose there. Gonna be some contact. Around goes the 7. Do we get a caution? There it is. So the caution gonna come out. Imagine everyone gonna come down pit road here, and most likely be the final stop of the race. 28 of David Hayden has actually spun out as well. Bit of a mess there on the front straightaway. Overall, the 7 going to get away unscathed, but definitely saw what happened there. The 27 looked like he just got into the corner a little bit hot there. Definitely had a good run there, and then you can see their truck snaps loose and basically misses the corner and contact, and around the 7 goes. Didn't get any contact with another truck, however, so he'll be good. And as you can see, just about everyone there on pit road. Only 11 trucks left on track tonight. Philip Neese currently 11th, the last truck on the track, 15 laps down. But Joe Burchett is actually coming down now, so not sure if he tried to lead a lap there, but he did not. So it'll be 90 laps down, 60 more to go tonight. I have to imagine should we keep it green to the end? The pit stop can decide where everyone finished tonight. So far, this 2 of Corey Hoover has led 60 laps so far on the night. Have to imagine his teammate back there, the 11 of Dyson, has led 30. And only truck who has led a lap other than those two is the 99 of Joe Burchett. See, they're just in front of those two. The 38 Philip Neese, they're just trying to get his lap back. He's actually, again, 15 down, so he'll get the wave around and go 14 down. So I have to imagine that's not going to be the last time we see this pace car out on the track, especially with these races seem to play out as we get closer to the checkered flag. Again, only about, when we take the green, 5 laps away from 50 lap to go mark, so we'll be taking the green 55 laps to go tonight. Excuse me, I guess it's 56. So the two going to be in control of this restart. The green flag is out, and we are away. A great start there by the 2 of Corey Hoover. The 11 of Dyson was able to slot right in on that inside lane. Now we have some competition back there. The 53 of Justin Laxton wants to take that spot away. This run, Dyson going to have to be a little bit more conservative on his tires. Not going to want to push it as hard as he did that last run. As you can see, that got him into a bit of trouble. So it's looking like a clean restart there. The 27 of Elliot Henderson there. I believe just exiting pit road. Looking like he will go a lap down there. That's 2 just going to go by. So again, a clean restart, but most importantly, this 11 now has another shot at the 2 here of of Corey Hoover. Saw last time, gave him a bit of a shot, and that was looking like his only chance to try and get by the lead. Looking like how strong Corey is tonight. That's what he's going to have to do again if Dyson wants to go to victory lane tonight. One important thing to note, these 2 up front have to imagine just racing for fun tonight. More important prize going to be tomorrow at Kentucky for the Upper Edge Racing League for these 2 drivers. Obviously racing a full point schedule in that league. Tonight, just making, I have to imagine, their second or third start tonight. So we're in our window here, 50 laps to go. And just how quickly those last 50 laps click by. Probably looking at another quick 50 here, should it stay green. It's looking like Burchett there was a bit slow on the track, but you can already see the gap extending just a bit there between the 2 and the 11. 7/10 separate them. That's what separates Laxton and Dyson as well. It's Dyson to Harper. Burchett just a little bit farther back. And only 5 trucks left on the lead lap here tonight. Burchett there gonna be the last one, 5th. And then Henderson gonna be the first one a lap down there in the 6th place position. Tabor and Story as well gonna be 1 lap down there. Story looking like still struggling from the contact that brought out our last caution. And if you're just joining us tonight, take one more race recap to get you all caught up there. You can see there 4 cautions on the night for 27 caution laps. The reason that is so high is due to about 4 cars seem to throughput all at the same time. Pretty odd scene to see here on iRacing. Again, 1 car, not too uncommon of a scene to throughput from the server, but 4 cars seem like simultaneously all throughputting from the server. Definitely an odd scene. So they delayed the green and gave all those trucks their lap back. And that's the reason we have 27 caution laps tonight and 7 lead changes. These 2 up front, 1st and 2nd, have really been the class of the field, racing side by side. Somehow that 2 staying really close on that outside lane where normally those trucks would just file back. Somehow he held his ground and has led 76 of the 150 laps led here tonight. And with that, that'll lock up most laps led, as that's just over half. Ryan Dyson has led 30 tonight, and Joe Burchett has led 1. Other than that, no other truck has led a lap tonight. Alright, so 41 laps to go. Just gonna step away for one more time, and we'll take you to the checkered flag here tonight. There's your top 5. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Winding down the laps here at the Martinsville Speedway tonight. The Carolina Simworks Hardline Truck Series, painted by Overdrive Graphics here tonight at Martinsville. Only about 31 laps to go till we take the checkered flag, and it's looking like the battle going to be on for second here before too long. Laxton is there. He's going to want to take it away from this 11 of Dyson. Question is going to be, can Dyson hold on for these next 30 laps to that spot? Hoover is pulled out to just about a 2.5 second lead over Dyson there. You saw during that break, the battle was pretty good between this 99 and 01. The 99 of Burchett, the 01 of Harper there. That was for the 4th position. Still fairly close on the racetrack, those two are. This is going to be the battle we're going to want to keep our eye on tonight. As we mentioned, that's the gap back to Hoover there. He just about has a half a straightaway gap, I would say, there from the 11 of Dyson. And you can see there the 53 Laxton, a bit loose exiting 2 there. That might be all it takes for this 11 to start to pull away from the 53, try and secure a second place finish tonight. Saw a bit of smoke there again. Have to imagine that was from the 11, some brake lockup on that truck. Not the first time we've seen it as well tonight from Dyson, especially entering 1. You see it there again, he's sliding the front tire actually that time. Saw the right front lock up there. Not sure if that's both sides. That's one way to really keep or kill these tires tonight. We want to keep those for the final 25 laps tonight, but like Laxton may be having his own issues back there to the point where might not hurt him too bad. You can actually see next time we come around 1, he's actually looking like, I have to imagine it's from his truck, putting down some rubber marks there. You can see entering 3 there, all the tire tracks there, but you notice going into 1 this time around, right where it starts there, really on that bottom lane. That's not exactly what you want to see. Don't think he's quite focusing on that at this point. Just wants to get away from this 53 at the moment. I'm sure he has to be aware that catching this 2 car might be a challenge in its own at this point in the race, coming to 20 laps to go. Now just over a second Dyson has on Laxton. Pretty interestingly, not the type of domination night we've seen from Laxton, or we've come to expect, I should say. Again, has won 7 of the 10 races so far run this season. Like it might not be number 8 tonight. But again, the 2 up front here, the 2 of Corey Hoover and the 11 of Ryan Dyson, to imagine just running out here for some fun tonight. It's looking like this 2 is probably going to go to victory lane should we stay caution-free tonight. 53, or excuse me, the 29. Cody Tabor coming back out on track there. But their main prize is going to be tomorrow night, the Upper Edge Racing League at Kentucky. Not going to want to miss that. It's going to be 8:45 Eastern time there. It's going to start. And then after that, these two leagues going to be on a break for Thanksgiving, of course. That week only going to have the High Voltage Racing League racing at at Martinsville. No, that would be Charlotte. Next week, this week is going to be Martinsville, so 2 Martinsville races in 1 week. How about that? Closing down here, you can see 16 laps to go. Laxton has closed in the gap just a little bit, still 0.7 of a second, so it's only going to be for second place. But how aggressive is Laxton going to be, if he's going to be aggressive, to get that spot away from Dyson? Should he get a shot at it? Gap extended just about 1/10 that lap. Just looking at lap times, 99 of Burchett, as fast as that last lap around. Have to see about this time around. See the 7 of Jeff Story just coming back onto the racetrack. And again, this 99 of Joe Burchett, fastest on track by about 0.3. Corey Hoover's last time was a 21.7. Burchett's last time was a 21.4. Hoover's this time was about a 21.8. And again, Burchett, another 21.4, but in 4th place. It was actually 1 lap down, Burchett is, so he might actually have come down for fresh tires. That might be why he's running so much quicker. $11 laps to go there. This race again winding down. It was a fairly eventful beginning of the race, then had some cautions scattered in between, but overall, just as I had expected, be a somewhat crazy start of the race, and then as we get later into it, trucks start to get more and more damaged. It starts to settle down, and we get our longer green flag runs, and that's really exactly what happened. But you can see there, Laxton basically on the bumper now of the 11 of Dyson. Has to hold on for 10 more laps. Have to see if Dyson will be able to do it and secure that second place spot. Again, Dyson just out here for fun. I'd like to say Laxton just racing for points, or racing for points, but fairly confident he'll make it into the chase with his 7 wins on the season. Corey Hoover closing, or pulling out just over a 4-second lead on this 11. Just over a 5-second lead on this 53. Really loose out of that corner goes the 53 of Laxton. Looking like the 53 gets a little bit loose exiting 2 again. Like the 11 leaves a lot of that bottom open through the middle and the exit of the corner. Pretty interesting. Haven't seen him do that all night, but definitely closes it up on exits. But coming to 5 laps to go this time around. No real pressure for this 53 to have to get that second place position. Just going to be curious on how aggressive he'll really get to try and get that second place spot here. With 5 laps to go, coming to 4. Seen both of these trucks have their fair share of issues these closing laps. The 11 locking up the fronts there, entering 1 a number of times, and this 53 very loose, exiting 2 a number of times as well. But both of them have seemed to sort out their issues there. And 3 laps to go, closing in on this checkered flag. Just over 5 seconds now, this 2 of Ryan Dyson, or excuse me, this 2 of Corey Hoover has on the field. So 2 laps to go here. Dyson just, or excuse me, Hoover just 2 laps away from securing the win here tonight. I'd like to say pretty dominating fashion here as the white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. He'll go home leading 119 out of the 150 laps led here tonight. Ryan Dyson going to go home leading 30. Joe Burchett going to go home leading 1. But into 3. Rounding the corner, coming out of 4. Checkered flag is out. Corey Hoover going to win tonight at Martinsville. Dyson going to come home 2nd. Laxton 3rd. Harper 4th. And Burchett going to round out the top 5 there. Dyson going to come over and congratulate his teammate there. Big nudge he gives the 2. Sure if we'll see some celebrating. Don't want to tear that thing up. The checkered flag there, Corey. And then he'll do the burnouts on the back straightaway there. So we're going to round everybody up for post-race interviews while he does his celebrating. We'll be back to talk to them, take you through where everybody finished tonight. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, and just wrapping up tonight's event here from the Martinsville Speedway, the Carolina Simworks Hardline Truck Series, painted by Overdrive Graphics, here tonight, 150 laps at Martinsville, just wrapping up. And your winner tonight was Corey Hoover in that 2-truck. Ryan Dyson going to come home second, Justin Laxton third, Gerald Harper fourth, Joe Burchett fifth, Elliot Henderson sixth, Jess Story seventh, David Hayne eighth, Rusty Capel ninth, Cody Tabor going to round out the top 10 there. Philip Neese going to come home 11th, Adam Chapman 12th, Jonathan Hambrick 13th, Nick Olson 14th, Matt Dusenberry 15th, and Corey Blevins going to round out the field in the 16th position here tonight. All right, so now we'll talk to our winner here, the 2 of Corey Hoover in the 2-truck tonight. Corey, you got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, well, it seemed like a pretty fun night for you, leading 119 out of the 150 laps here tonight. And that truck, strong, to say the least, here tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of a hiccup early on. Had some technical difficulties with some cars. Got some damage, but doesn't really matter here at Martinsville. Fun to race Ryan, teammate in Upper Edge. So just fun to get some practice for our cup race coming up. It was actually kind of weird. We were shifting most of the night, and I don't think anyone else really was. So just kind of different strategy to shift at an oval this small. But yeah, it got really loose in the long run, but just able to keep it up front the whole night.
One thing I'm really curious about is how you were able to stay on side by side with Ryan there on the outside and actually take the lead from him. Not something you normally see at Martinsville here, but somehow you got it done tonight.
Yeah, I've raced him, I'd say I'd say we've been racing for the past 4 or 5 years, especially at Martinsville. We love the short tracks, whether it's like super late model or cup car, truck. He's always a fun racer to race with. I give a lot of trust to him. But yeah, I mean, just shifting, you'd get all the torque and momentum off the top. So you're able to get that run down the backstretch, and one little hiccup for him, and I got past him.
Absolutely. Well, dominating fashion tonight, you get the win. Hopefully it's the same way for you tomorrow at Kentucky. So congratulations on your win tonight. Hope to see you 2 for 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so now we'll bring in our second place finisher, his teammate Ryan Dyson in the 11 tonight. Ryan, you got us?
Loud and clear.
All right, well, definitely a strong truck for you tonight as well. It just doesn't seem like you could quite catch your teammate there in that 2-truck tonight.
Nah, the first half of the race we were really good. I don't know what happened the second half. All practice I was locking the brakes up and sliding it in, and I don't know if something was wrong with my wheels or sorry, not my wheels, my pedals, or I don't know what was going on. I'll have to look at it before tomorrow night's Upper Edge race, but I don't know. It was just I kept locking it all up, and I just couldn't turn in the middle. Otherwise, I could have stuck with him. And when I wasn't doing that, I was sticking with him. So I'll have to take a look and see what was going on.
Yeah, definitely noticed that. I saw that a couple times entering one there, and with that allowed Laxton to basically get to the rear bumper. Not that it really mattered in terms of championship standings, but was there a worry there that he was able to, or you thought he was going to be able to get there and possibly get by?
Nah, once I noticed he got close to me, I just sort of stopped searching for a line and went back to what I was doing before and stayed, maintained the gap. I wasn't worried he was going to get to me, and if he did, I was just going to go back to the line I was running and pull away again. So I was just trying to play around with it and see if I could make some ground up on Corey, but it wasn't working and he caught me.
All right, well, just some fun tonight, but tomorrow going to be the big one. Hope for the same luck in that race tomorrow, possibly in Victory Lane. So we'll see you then.
Yeah, hopefully we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.
All right, so now we're going to bring in here our hardline regular here, the 53 of Justin Laxton. Justin, you got us?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, well, third place can't be too disappointed with that, with it seeming like that's as far as that truck will get tonight, with those two just kind of running away with it tonight.
Yeah, I felt like we had about a fifth place truck, so to come home third, it's not too disappointing. The all travel size is JL woodworking laps for MD Chevy. It was just didn't feel good tonight. I don't know what it was, but it's all right. We got 2 weeks off, and then we turn around and race again.
Absolutely, and 2 races to go now before the cutoff here. Obviously, you're going to be guaranteed into that, but when does the focus start shifting from these regular season races to the championship? When does that mind focus start to shift?
Probably when the championship chase starts. I mean, we got plenty of time yet. You know, it'll be what it is. You know, really the chase is just going to come down to luck. You know, you get caught up in a wreck somewhere, you know, something like that. It's just quite the little game that you got to play with other guys to make sure you keep yourself out of trouble.
Absolutely. Well, as you mentioned, not going to be racing next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Darlington Raceway. So, congratulations on third tonight, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so now we're going to bring in the 29 here of Cody Tabor, one of the admins for the Hardline Truck Series here tonight. Just kind of explain what all went down those early couple laps. Cody, you got us?
Yeah, I got you there, Justin.
All right, well, was kind of listening in to what was going on there. It seemed like 4 trucks all at the same time kind of disconnected their throughput from the server. It seemed like extended the caution there to give them their laps back. What all happened those opening 25 laps?
Well, we noticed there was a few guys. Corey and Ryan was the first 2 ones that we noticed in the front there blinking. And then the whole field blinked out. They come back in. Well, I asked the guys in the team speak. I'm like, anybody else blinking out? Well, David Haynes had wrecked because he blinked out and didn't know where he went. So we ended up throwing the caution out because it dropped people there. It kind of extended, kind of felt like the cup race in Martinsville, like Henderson said there. But we ended up getting that sorted out, give all the drivers their lap backs, and got them back on the lead lap so they could have an even playing field. So we got that sorted out. We did realize, too, that the IRSC member site website went down, too, for some odd reason. Don't know if it was because of the server maintenance today or what, but we rebounded, so we got it fixed, and it was a good race overall.
Absolutely, and in a much quicker fashion, I may add, than what happened in the cup race. So a good job by you and your admins to get that all sorted out as quick as you did, and got back to racing within the next 10 laps. So good job on that, and suppose we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Darlington Raceway. They're going to be a little bit of a throwback theme for that race, I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, I was looking forward. I'm actually, not tonight I was looking forward, but I got my throwback scheme planned out for my first sim racing car, so it's going to be pretty good. So look forward to that. Darlington will be a late afternoon race.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see those trucks hit the track. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at that, and hope you have a good night tonight.
All right, you too, Justin.
And with that, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Those same 2 trucks you saw finish first and second tonight, you're going to see tomorrow at Kentucky for the Upper Edge Racing League race there. So, again, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I'm Justin Kolb. Thank you for watching. Hope you can join us tomorrow. And then that'll wrap up these 2 leagues. And then we'll take a Thanksgiving break for them. So, again, we'll see you tomorrow night. And thank you for watching tonight.